Woo! Celebrate good times. Come on. Woo! Celebrate good times. Come on. There's a party going on right here. Let's celebrate. All right. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It is hot. Hot. Celebrate good times. Come on. Grace is spiraling in. Celebrate good times. Come on. Woohoo! Morning, Cheryl. I love. How are you? Well, it just tapped out of a beautiful morning stream. There's a party going on right here. Not at the Thorp house, but in Afghanistan. Cause Grace is spiraling right now. It's 360. 3 times 3 in your face. So I guess Grace's mom's back and she's spiraling because now she don't have her daddy's dick to suck, so she gotta compete with mommy. She's spiraling. Daddy's calling her a liar. And I gotta say, I'm enjoying, I can't watch it for very long, but I do enjoy typing Grace is a liar and then Grace read it back and start crying. Like, you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. When you go around calling other women liars, it's just a matter of time till your own daddy calls you a liar on a live stream and you have a bunch of like incestuous hillbillies like chiming in. Karma, 100%. Yeah, so Grace is like posting videos arguing with her mother because her mom's back and her mom ain't taking no shit. So she's spiraling because nobody will let her make coffee without letting her verbally abuse people. So yeah, I think she deserves the hell that she's in. Don't go around calling other women liars about their victim, you know, when they were abused. It's kind of just a reflection of her own hell. She's like in a constant, perpetual state of like disgustingness, like incest, like jealousy with her mother and her siblings and her father. So I am taking pleasure in seeing Grace spiral. She's not a nice woman, girl. And her dad's like talking about her titties right now. Like, it's so nasty. I hope people came over from Grace's stream. If you're from Grace's stream, thanks for joining. Grace is getting her medicine right now. Her well-deserved medicine. She is sick, so she does need it. But that's part of being 20 years old. You haven't really gone to the school of hard knocks yet. and drinking Red Bull in your kitchen with your daddy, you're just in hell, girl. You're in hell. You're drinking witch menstrual blood in the morning, and your dad's talking about your tits on a live stream. Your dad rage quit your live stream, and then you brought him back on, and he started talking about your boobs in front of your mom. Like, how gross. And you're like crying next to the washing machine and smoking. See, even Sammy's pissed. Even Sammy's pissed. So, I would say I wouldn't want to wish that hell on anybody, but I do wish that hell onto Grace, because she deserves it. She needs to learn a few lessons, and being ridiculed online with your family drama, like, you think that's, like, cool or, you know, gonna get you famous or something by, like, posting your mom, like, coming back your mom. You're, like, gonna post videos of your younger siblings arguing with your mom, and you think you're gonna get famous off of that? It's so pathetic. I'm gonna make coffee in my van. I know you had to drink like Red Bull, like menstrual blood for breakfast, but I'm making myself a nice glass of coffee. But yeah, Grace Thorp is spiraling right now. She's crying because her mommy's back and she's not head woman of the household anymore. She doesn't know what to do with her life. Her dad's talking about her boobs right now. Like, gross. It's so hot. Guys, Louisiana is no place for van life. No place for van life. Yeah. No place for van life. It's hot. Too hot. I'm gonna go to New Orleans today. Poke around. Hopefully it won't stay too hot. Yesterday the weather broke. But hi Cheryl, where's Grace? Where was Grace? So Grace this morning posted videos of videotaping her mom in the kitchen, and her mom is just like standing her ground and she's like, I'm not going to engage. No, that argument might work someplace else, but that argument won't work here. Like that's, and her, I guess it's, I don't know if it was Grace that was arguing with her, but it was, I think, the younger boys, like the teenage boys. They are just evil, like nasty evil, like nah, 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 nah. They try to like do like word tricks on each other, like logic tricks, where it's just manipulative, sarcastic, trying to get each other in these like rhetorical traps, and it's like these mind games. Like they're just constantly mind gaming each other. It's just hell. Like toxic hell. And like I didn't even. But I almost didn't click on it, and then I did, and then I watched a few seconds, and then I saw Grace was live with her dad. I was like, oh no, Grace is spiraling. She's like, she can't handle her mom being back, and her mom's not engaging with the toxicity. So Grace is like crying, like she can't make coffee in the kitchen, I guess, without running into her mom. Yeah. So. Yeah, Grace is like, what? Or Ben's like, what is below the neck and above the knees? Breast? Yeah, okay, what's below that and in between the knees? And it's supposed to be nurturing, and it's supposed to be a place where people can come and be welcomed and cared for. Like, You're talking to your daughter about her vagina? Like, gross. Like, why? Go talk to your wife about vaginas, not your daughter. Yeah, and then I guess Betty is Grace's aunt. I didn't know Betty was Grace's aunt. So I guess Grace shames her own aunt about being raped by her grandfather. So I didn't know Betty's story was incest story for the whole family, Thorp story too. But I guess Betty's incest story actually is related to Grace's incest too, because they're all related, because it's incest. What is that? They should do a show with that, the Whittakers. Yeah, the Thorps and the Whittakers. Let's do that. Let's get a StreamYard going, guys. Thorps and the Whittakers. And they could debate race relations. How about that? Or maybe they could debate Whittakers against the Thorps, and they could debate feminism. Yeah, modern day feminism, the Whittakers versus the Thorps on modern day debates. Or actually, I could host it on my channel. I don't think Soft White Underbelly will take it up. He's a little too big. I know he did introduce the Whittakers to the world, but I don't know if he's going to really deal with the Thorps. But we heard it here. Let's do it. The Whittakers against the Thorps. Debate. We could do feminism. We could do race relations. We could do adult children living in the home. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, somebody's like, oh, Aphrodite, are you still salty that Grace owned you? I'm like, owned me? I don't F my dad. I don't F my dad. I don't, like, spiral when my mom comes back home because I'm so jealous of my mother taking sexual attention away from me. Like, that's really gross, Grace. Grace, like, I know you like to play up the incest thing, but your jealousy against your mom is like, it shows. It shows. And then your dad is just on there calling you a liar. Grace is a liar. Grace is a liar. And Grace is like, I'm not a liar. 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 I'm not a liar, Daddy. 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 I'm not a liar, Daddy. Can you get Mommy out? Can I sleep in your bed now, Daddy? Mommy is back. She's in the kitchen. Mommy's in the kitchen. And I gave him coffee. I wanted coffee. Daddy, I know I have a vagina, Daddy. You remind me every day I have a vagina. Yes, you're right, Daddy. Daddy, you're right. I know I'm irrational. I have a vagina. You have to remind me about my tits and my vagina every day, Daddy. But who's going to do that now that Mommy's back? Do I have to live in the crappy RV in the backyard that doesn't work? Do I still have to take the kids to school? If I still take the kids to school, Daddy, can I still give you a BJ, Daddy? Or does Mommy do that now, Daddy? Yeah, you're going to make it big in Hollywood, Grace. Oh, boy, they're going to love you. It's deserved. It's deserved, people. You want to, like... You know what's funny, too, is, like, after my story came out, it's like all of these stories are coming out of women being drugged. The Ramstein band. This cardiologist in Colorado, I think like almost 20 women have come forward now. You know? So People are eating what they're giving out. And I'm not going to apologize for being mean. Grace gets everything she deserves. You want to call real women out for being liars? You want to, like, say I'm taking away from real women's rape stories? Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just get to revel in your broadcast hell that you live. Your incestuous, nasty family that you make fun of. Like, even Betty, her aunt, who's part of the incest, was on there trying to help her. And then they started ridiculing her. Like, Ben's like, Betty, you just go on and on and on. You never talk. And Grace is like, yeah, Dad's right, Betty. You just never shut up. And Betty's like, I'm here to support you, Grace. I'm here to, like, I'm here to, like, wipe your tears. And then, like, the moment that, it's the way their family works. The moment anybody shows, like, kindness and, like, caring, they're attacked as being, like, weak. So, hi, Tiny Chud. Avatar, you look very healthy. I'm glad you've been taking care of yourself. Yeah. Well, I always take care of myself, Tiny Chud. Maybe it's being out of the chemtrails in California. I don't have, maybe it's the water. Because the water, the hot springs water doesn't have fluoride in it. And the chemtrails are nothing compared to California. California is like, people who have never been to California or have been there for a vacation or whatever, and they hear people talking about chemtrails, or they hear the crazies talking about the sky, and all these crazies live on the West Coast. It is no joke. There are, like, the sky in California is not like any other sky I've been to. Like, it is non-stop chemtrails, pretty much. Like lines across the sky all day, every day, at night. You know, like, it's rare that you have a break from the lines. And then, I come to places like Albuquerque and Hot Springs, Arkansas, and perfect clouds, weather, thunderstorms every day, like how it's supposed to be, where the moisture builds up and then it rains, and the heat breaks. But it affects my skin, like, it affects me. But Louisiana is, like, no joke. It's not a van life place. By the way, like, van life ended after pretty much Arizona. Like, after New Mexico, Arizona, no more van life. Van life doesn't exist on the East Coast, the West Coast, California, Arizona. It's like van life, no parking signs everywhere, signs, don't park here. And then once you get past Arizona, there are no more no parking signs. Like, that doesn't, it's not on anybody's radar to put no parking signs up. Because there isn't the van life. It's not the same. It's weird. But doing RV van life in Louisiana is, like, unbearable. It's pretty. It's like you have, like, a constant layer of sweat on you. It's so hot. We got our fan. And, like, last night I woke up and it got hotter. And then the refrigerator, it's harder to keep cold. And the outside, when we run the refrigerator, it gets hot. So it's like when we need to run the refrigerator, it heats up the van. And then it's like, in Louisiana, a lot of times it's kind of overcast and muggy, so our solar hasn't been charging as much. So we've been having to use the generator to run our refrigerator and this fan that runs usually now during the day. But yeah. So and it's like making coffee is already hot AF. You guys want to see where I'm at? So Grace is spiraling. Because Daddy's with Mommy again. It is so hot. I fed a kitty. See, there's like the bayou over there. The bayou. Can you hear the insects? Whew. All right. Happy summer solstice. That's happy birthday to special somebody. I need to plug in my phone. So yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. I still want to do my women's symposium about baby control. I also want to include it to be like I have to be careful of balancing a fine line between medical advice, because I can give lots of advice on medications to see. What I'm thinking about is shit hits the fan situation, right? And shit hits the fan situation. Maybe it's martial law, and you don't have access to things, okay? And either you or your daughters gets attacked, or something happens, and it's not the right time to get pregnant, if you know what I'm saying. What to do, what information, how to do birth control, not an A, but a birth control. Things that you could do that you wouldn't really think of. Things that you could eat. But there's also lots of baby control methods that are used now that have really bad side effects that I think women don't talk about. And there's also things that women take that have good side effects, that have benefits that women don't talk about. So I kind of want to talk about all that stuff. What to do in a pinch if you're off grid. If you're, apocalypse situation, shit hits the fan, you don't have access to pharmaceuticals, what to do, what to eat, what to take. I think this is all valuable information to know for women, to tell to your daughters, to your sisters, to your mothers, your grandmothers, just to share the information in case something happens. And because it's a time-sensitive thing. If, you get attacked, something happens, and you don't have access, or something happens to your daughter, and she doesn't have access, you're not close to, maybe the grid goes down, maybe there's no pharmacy, maybe there's no doctors. What do you do? I would like to talk about that, and I have some solutions. There's many things, there's many options and things that you can do for women's health. All right, I'm gonna start sweating and making coffee. But yeah, Grace is spiraling. Yay! Grace, I hope you learned your lesson. If you want to be friends with me, and I can help a girl out, I can help you get away from your dad, and teach you some things about van life. But I don't think she's ever gonna really want to get away from her dad. But anyways, I don't wish bad things on anybody, but I do wish karma. And if you're going to ridicule and call somebody a liar that's telling the truth, that's coming from their heart, and you laugh at them and throw stones at them, it's gonna happen back to you. So yeah. But I don't wish bad things on anybody. I hope Grace gets out of her situation, gets away from her family. I've always wished that for her. But you can't go around I don't know. I guess she's raised like that, to be toxic and laugh at people when they're down, for power, like a power grab. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Hi, Daniel the Lion. How many watts do you have? Oh, the sun just came. I'm gonna have to plug in my phone. Shit. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. My phone's gonna die. Love you. Bye.